Hello. Good evening. It is Thursday evening. My name is Kate Bolt. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, coming to you for a Thursday evening live card making session. I'm really sorry about the shadow. I am absolutely doing my best to resolve this issue, but I do make a lot of adjustments and it just doesn't seem to help. Let me bring my extra light source in a little bit. Maybe a little bit better. Maybe. Let's sort things out. So I've got Merry Snowflakes to play with tonight. Good evening to you. Let me know if you're joining me. I'd love to know if you're there. Leave me a comment or a little thumbs up or something. Let me know you're there. I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit more so you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. It's been a long week already. It feels like it should be Friday, hello, Hazel. Hi, Wendy. All your comments are coming through. Hi, Carol. Hello, Marianne from Kylie B. Good evening, Amanda. Oh, how lovely of you all to join me. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. Yeah, I am normally live on a Friday here on YouTube. However, decided to change things up a little bit because as it stands with all the commitments that happen at the end of the week, it's getting really difficult to commit to a Friday consistently. So I thought, let's do it on a Thursday evening. And then I can be consistent. So I have got Merry Snowflakes to play with you. This is a gorgeous stamp set. And it comes with even more gorgeous dies. I will show you the dies. They are absolutely stunning and they do lots. So I have pulled these around. I've been playing with them all day today. These are the stitched snowflake dies. Hello, Mum. Lovely of you to join me this evening. So as you can see, I have been playing with them. I've pulled them out from everywhere. Look, they're all stuck. So we have a lot of dies in this die set. And they emboss as well. So aren't they gorgeous? They really are very pretty. So I have die cut them out so that I can show you exactly what you get, how they work. Look at these beautiful snowflakes. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 individual snowflakes, and then you've got 3 that cut out a shape and then emboss as well. So you can do either or. Then you've got this big long snowflake border, and then you've got these little embossed sort of frosty elements there. And I'll show you quickly, and then we'll crack on with some card making, what they cut out. So here we go. I've got all sorts here. So this is the long border. You can see I've just done it on a strip of basic white cardstock. That's better. We've got a border. Oh, your lovely sheep card arrived. Oh, I'm so glad it did, Mum. That's brilliant. Those sheep are so fun, aren't they? They're so fun. I'm just going to grab some dark cardstock. I think it might make it a little bit easier for you to see. So those are the snowflakes on the border. They don't cut the border. They just cut this out. So you can actually see through it a little bit. So that would be beautiful on the side of a card or on the border of a card. And the actual individual snowflakes that are cut out, we've got this one, this big, beautiful one. We have got this one. We've got this one, and we've got this one. So we've got 5 individual snowflakes. And then we've also got those other ones. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So we've cut all those out, but these ones here that cut out here, you cut them out and then you can emboss on them. So these are 2 separate elements. So you can cut them out and then you can emboss. So you end up with this beautiful snowflake like that. And there's a small one and a medium-sized one of those. So can you see those? Aren't they stunning? They're really pretty. And when you've cut them out, they leave a stitched border on your cardstock, which is really, really pretty. So you can use the aperture as well. And those 2 little frosty embossed pieces as well. So you get a lot with those dies. And obviously, you can cut the stamps out. Okay. Let's move that out of the way. So now you know what they do. Here we go. So I'm going to have a bit of fun. I'm going to make 2 very quick and simple cards for this nearly end of the week card making session. It's not too early to do Christmas cards, is it? I have spent the whole afternoon, because I'm using this bundle, this Merry Snowflakes bundle, for my card class for October, which is in a couple of weeks' time. And I've been prepping for that all afternoon. Have a great time with it. So yeah, I thought it would be perfect for tonight. So I have got a card base in basic white. This is the thick because it's really nice and substantial for a card. So that's scored in half and cut in half, a piece of A4. So you would get 2. And then I've taken some of the brushed metallics. We've got a pack in our shop at the moment of brushed metallics, and you get copper and gold and bronze. And I've just cut in another layer on there, like so. I'm going to have it as a landscape card, I think. Yeah, I think that's what I did. Okay, and then I've got another piece of regular basic white to go on top, just ½ centimetre smaller again. And we're going to do some die cutting on that. Very simple die cutting with those lovely dies. Now let's grab them back in. I am just going to use the ones that emboss, simply emboss. So these ones, grab them out, not the stitched edges, just those 3. And I'm going to dot them around my card, and I am going to do some pretty patterns with that. So I'm just going to pop it through the die cutting machine, which is next to me. Very handy. So I'm just going to put those down wherever I fancy them to go and bob it through. You can hear the noise it makes, and you'll be able to see it doesn't actually cut them out, but it leaves this beautiful snowflake stitched impression. How gorgeous is that? And then I'm going to carry on and just do a couple more around the card like that until I filled in all the spaces that I'd like. I made a nice background pattern on there. Okay. So I think I'll need to do it 3 times to completely cover my layer. So that's the second time. Okay, I'll just pop it through once more. We should have a nice pattern going on. Well, I don't know where everyone is in the world, but it's very mild in the UK. Well, it's very mild in Buckinghamshire at the moment. It was about 15 degrees today. No chance of any snow or anything. So we'll just pretend with our card making, shall we? Here we go then. Let's take those ones off so I don't lose them. And now we've got this nice kind of scored. It's actually cut through. You can see through it just slightly background, but it's really pretty, isn't it? It's a really pretty design. Just random snowflakes. Okay, and I'm going to pop this together like this. Did you, Judy? That's exciting. Oh, you're in Canada. Oh, that's so exciting. I absolutely love snow, but that's probably because we don't get very much of it generally, not compared to you, you know, and it wouldn't, you know, cause as much of an issue. So I do like a little bit of snow, but I'm sure it causes a lot of havoc for some. But I'd be very excited. So a lot of glue on there. It's a bit exciting to get snow. Okay, so there we go. We've got our layer. It's a very quick and simple card, this. Now, I'm sure you were looking at me and thinking, or speaking to me through your screen and saying, why have you glued that right down to all that lovely metallic cardstock that you can't see? Well, if you like, you can always gut the middle of your card and just use the border. So you've got another piece to use for another project. Oh, it's melted away, your snow, has it, Judy? Okay. Maybe you'll get some more. But maybe we shouldn't be wishing for those. I know, no problems like that in South Wales. Right, but the thing is also is that I'm not really wasted this metallic cardstock because I don't know if you can see. You probably can't on the camera, but it is shining through these snowflakes, which is really pretty. So I don't feel so wasteful after all. Okay, I am going to put some glue on the back. Oh, actually, I've nearly missed a step. So I'm going to think about that before I do any more. Right, I'm going to leave it that way up because I need to do something before I stick it down. I have got a strip of vellum here, and I've just created a strip. It's just slightly longer than my layer, and it is 2 centimeters wide, and that is all. And I'm going to do some embossing on it, I think. So I have got, oh, I think I put all the stamps away. I've got a block. I think I'm going to pick out this one that says, it says, may your days be merry and bright and all your Christmases be white. Perfect for the snowy theme. And I'm going to emboss it with gold because it will kind of match that gold metallic that we've got there. So let's have a look. Got my Versamark. I'm waiting for some daylight lamps to arrive. As soon as I've got those set up on my desk, I think the shadow will be a lot better. Okay, so I am going to stamp it over this side. I don't really want to get in the way of the shot. Let's hope it's straight. So Versamark is clear, so you can't really see what I've done. But when I pop the gold embossing, we should be able to see how it comes through. Give it a tap. Now that's not bad. Now I've got my little paintbrush out. Let's put that lid back on there. Actually, let's pop it all back in. Better be safe than sorry. Because you know what happens. Okay, so we've got rather a lot of dusty embossing powder all over the end there. I have got a paintbrush. And I'm going to take some of that away. Make it nice and clean. And the other side. Now, sometimes it doesn't emboss as well when you've got very small writing because the letters tend to melt together, but it kind of turned out okay when I practiced it, so we're going to go for it. A bit on the top there. There we go. Right, I've got my heat gun. I'm going to just heat set that embossing powder and it should melt into a lovely gold colour. Excuse my dry throat. Here we go, it's starting to melt. Once it starts to go, you can kind of see it go straight away then. There we go. I've warped my scrap paper behind. Do excuse me. Right, now, this is the fun part. I'm going to pop it on our layer, which I should have done before. Now we are going to do this. We have got it going to do it about here. And I've got it slightly longer. So what I'm going to do, I could have done it around the white layer, but I think that's what I intended, but that's fine. I'm going to just bend it at the end, like that. And I'm going to bend it at the other end, so that it hooks round, because if you put glue behind vellum, you can very often see it. So there we go. My word, I'm gluey now. I'm going to grab a glue dot. So a glue dot, I like to pick my glue dots up with my take your pick tool. Ooh, I find it very useful for doing that, although I've got enough glue on the back of this piece of card that I think it's already stuck down, but I'm going to stick a glue dot under the ends of the vellum to keep it down well. And I've got lots of glue because I nearly skipped a step, so we can just pop it on. There we are. I think that works. I think we saved the day. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Right, I've got a wipe for my sticky fingers. Rightio. So, I made one earlier on. I made exactly the same card. I'll show it to you. And I put one of the big white snow. In fact, I didn't. I put one big white snowflake and two smaller white snowflakes, like you've got a scattering of snowflakes. Oh, that's good, Judy. I'm glad that's a tip you can use. Excellent. It just occurred to me that it would wrap around and we could adhere it behind. So that's what I went with. So I've already cut out one of these, but instead of in white, I've cut it out in that beautiful brushed metallics. And I should actually cut a couple more out. So let me grab some more of that cardstock. Have I got it in the same colour? I've got lots of it, yes. Let's have a look. And let's pick a couple of snowflakes to cut out. Yeah, so I did it all in white. I like things all in white, but I thought we would change it up slightly and just step it up with some more metallic on it. So I'm going to take a couple of the snowflakes and cut those out. Why not? I keep my Stampin' Up cutting emboss machine on a trolley right next to my table, and it's always out. Which makes it really easy. Right, here we are. 1, 2. Now let's poke that through. There's one. Oops, and there's the other one. Let's just take the bits out. Aren't they gorgeous? Cut out of foil. So pretty. And they cut really well. They cut very easily. So it wouldn't take you very long to cut out a few snowflakes. You could do a whole sheet of them. All the snowflakes you've got in one go is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's put that one behind. That one like that. They kind of, oh, I've left a piece in there. They kind of hide each other, don't they? So it might be better to space them out a little bit. Like so. I think that's what I'll do. And I'm going to use a little bit of good old-fashioned Tombow glue on these to stick them down. I'm going to pop a bit in the middle and on the points where there's a little bit of cardstock. There we are. Put that one on. There we go. And this one, I think we'll pop. Actually, I will glue it. The other one I did, I popped a tiny foam pad on this middle section. But I did even have to cut that in half because it's such a tiny little gap. Ooh, takes a second to dry. There we go. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. That is so pretty and very simple, because all I've done is use the embossing on the panel. I don't even know if you call it embossing. It's like cut out snowflakes, and then added some die cut snowflakes on the top. If it wants to glue, let's give it a second. And then I've got another very simple quick card to show you tonight using the same set. So I'm going to let that dry to the side here. And I've grabbed this one. I've got another card base in thick whisper white, so basic white. So that's the other half of the one that we already cut. And then I have a layer which is 1/2 centimetre smaller. Thank you, Judy. They're both pretty, aren't they, with the snowflakes? I quite like the white itself. It's so simple. Yeah, me too. So, but this one is going to be a portrait card. And I am going to take another one of those dies and use it, just one. And it's that big one with the stitching. So this one, it has the stitching and it leaves the stitching behind. So I'm going to pop it on there and I'm going to pop it through the machine. Oh, Joe, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. You're not late. And I'm very confusing everyone coming live on a Thursday. It's just going to work so much better, I think. That's the plan. So I'm going to use a little bit of washi tape to stick it down. And I'm going to put my washi tape so it's going in the middle. I don't need this piece, so it doesn't matter so much if it sticks to that. Although you can keep that piece and use it. There it goes. Okay, so it comes out like that and it leaves this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous stitching. I love it. And so I think I stuck this far too much washi tape on here and I stuck it down hard. But you could probably use this if I'll probably rip it, but you could probably use that piece that's been left behind as well. Yeah, but you could. Yeah. So there we go. Let's move that one out of the way. And I am going to place this on here so I can see where it's going to go. I'm not going to glue it down just yet. I'm going to do some stamping. Now I've got my Coastal Cabana. I thought we'd go for a bright colour. Bright but frosty. I've got the large snowflake stamp. And I am going to stamp it and hope for the best. Wish me luck. It's going to go in the middle. So I do apologise if my head gets in the shot so I can actually see what I'm stamping. It's really hard to see. It might go off. I might not actually. What I might do, I did it earlier and it worked well, but I'm now worried. So I'm going to put a little pencil mark in the middle. I wonder if it'll work. No, I'm going to do it. If it doesn't, we can just... Actually, did I do this earlier? Or did I use a different stamp? Hang on, let's try it out on a scrap one. Might have used a different stamp because this looks rather large. Yeah, that's really hard to get that to go through there, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to use the other stamp. Chicken. I'm going to use the other stamp. I think you could definitely do it, but yeah, I'm going to chicken out for this live and use this one that I used last time. Oh, Joe, I'm glad Thursday's good for you. That's really good. I'm going to use this nice little snowflake because I know that it fits. Yes, I know. This is true. This is true. But I was going to put the big one in, but it will just come over the sides and it won't look right. I was just trying to be clever. Right, here we go then. Oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? That's so pretty. You're absolutely right. Nobody else would know what it's meant to look like at all. Okay. So then I've got a bit of Coastal Cabana cardstock. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. And I've also got some Pool Party, which is kind of a much more muted version of the of Coastal Cabana, really. And it's shimmery ribbon. And I'm thinking of using it as well. So, but first of all, I am going to do some stamping. Now, Merry Everything is a sentiment in here. Is this piece big enough? I think it is. Oh, I didn't get my white embossing powder out. I need to get that out. And then, it's a very quick one. Well, it would be if I could find my embossing powder. Got clear. White. Nothing's far away. Merry Everything. Okay. Right. Let's do it. I'm going to decide where I want it to go. Okay. Merry Everything. White embossed powder. Such a pretty font. Let's give it a blast with a heat tool. You can see it changing. Okay, all done. Merry Everything. Okay, so this is our layer. I'm just deciding whether I'm going to use the ribbon or if I'm not going to use the ribbon. And I think I'm probably not going to use the ribbon. I don't very often use ribbon, to be fair. Excuse me. Let's have a general idea of what it's going to look like. We're going to pop the layer over the top. And we are going to put Merry Everything down here. I'm actually thinking that I might take it over the side again like I did before, just because I like the look of it going the complete length of the card. So I know that that piece of card is 10 centimetres. So let's chop it off. Just take a bit off the end here. A bit more. Because I want my sentiment near the bottom right. Yes. So now I know that if I put it to 10, it's going to fit perfectly across the bottom of the card, front. Yes. Yeah. Merry everything. So I'm going to stick that down. Okay, now this is the fun bit. I'm going to raise it up. If I've got enough dimensional foam pads out, let's have a look. Yeah, we've got enough. I'm going to raise the front. So I'm just going to pop them around. I think that, do you think I've got enough yet? Oh dear, look how many I'm using. Oh dear, I think I'm, should have shares in dimensionals really. Don't bet anything else. Right. Okay, now the interesting part is to get this really straight. So hold it with two hands before you pop it down. And then just kind of square it up. There we go. Merry everything. I love that. Now, I still got that pencil mark that's bothering me in the middle there. There we go. Take that off. And I think we need to stamp inside and our card is complete. So we've got some really pretty sentiments to go pretty. Really nice sentiments to go on the inside of this card. Haven't used this one at all. This one says, I haven't put the sticker on this one yet. It says, may the happiness of family, the joys of friendship and the warmth of love surround you this season. So I think I'm going to use that one. Obviously, I'm going to keep it still in that one colour. Make sure I've got it the right way up. And I do. That's more luck than anything else. The sentiment stamp used before would be perfect. Which one did I use? May your days be merry and bright. And may all your Christmases be white. It would actually. They're both really lovely sentiments, aren't they? I don't even know where I put the other one. It's disappeared. Here it is. Let's have a think. Yeah, that would be better. It's much more snow-like. Let's go for it. Let's give this one a clean. I think we just used embossing, but you never know. Merry everything. I think I might put that sentiment that I was just about to use inside the other card I made. Right. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I do like this stamp, sorry, this shadow, because you can see that some of it is in bold, and I really like that. Merry and bright, Christmases be white. So that's our card. That's our second card. Quick and simple, really clean and simple Christmas cards tonight using the Merry Snowflakes. I really love these. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I think I should emboss in here, merry everything. And yeah, I think that will be us done. So I might just quickly emboss that one. Why not? And then our cards will be completed. You could stamp snowflakes inside. I don't think I'm going to, because I think I like with these cards kind of a bit of less is more, but it would be pretty to have some snowflakes in there too. Merry everything. So I keep my white embossing powder in that clear plastic tub that you saw me using, because this little tray that I got in a craft show many years ago, well, I use it for all the other colours because, oh, I wonder what that is, because otherwise all those little particles that get left behind, if you use it with white and clear embossing powder, your white and clear embossing powder will not be white or clear anymore. So that's why it's in its own little old takeaway container plastic tub. It does the job. Now obviously something is on here. Oh, thank you. Yeah, sometimes they are hard to do, aren't they? Because I'm very tempted to use all the stamps in a set when there's snowflakes and things like that. I was very tempted to make a whole like collage of everything. There we go. Right, I'm just going to heat set it. Here we go. Someone's ringing my home landline. Nobody ever rings the landline these days. Somebody's probably trying to sell me something then. Merry everything. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. It's lovely of you to join me live. I love a little bit of paper craft in the end of the week. Simple enough to batch make. Yes, that is the key, because you're absolutely right, Mum, because at Christmas and you've got all those cards to make and you'd really like to make something really nice and handmade for someone. You need to do that, don't you? You need it simple enough so you can make a pile of them. So yeah, they are simple enough to batch make. That's a really good point. Yeah, thank you for joining me live. I've really enjoyed it. Tell me which one is your favourite out of these two, the one with the white snowflakes or the one with the gold snowflakes. Hello, Sylvia. Oh, thank you for joining me anyway. Yeah, do watch the replay. It's not too long a one tonight, and just some simple stamping cards. And I hope you've enjoyed it using the Merry Snowflakes and the Stitch Snowflake dies. All the things I've used are available in my online shop at katebolt.stampinup.net or at inkstampshare.ink on my blog. I'm taking part in Blogtober, which is quite a challenge. It means that every single day of this month I'm putting a blog post in, and obviously it has a card in it too. So I'm doing okay so far. So if you want some inspiration, do pop over to my blog at inkstampshare.ink. Thank you. If you're watching me on replay, do let me know. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps me no end, and it helps other people see videos that they might be interested in, or it gets suggested to them anyway. Yeah, thank you for joining me, and I will be back next Thursday evening at 7 o'clock, and I'll be back on Tuesday morning over on my Facebook page for a live at 11 a.m. Yeah, GMT, and I hope to join you. It's at Inkstampshare. Thank you, ladies and gents and everybody, and I'll see you soon. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.